You already know who it is. It's your man, AJ, the host. We're live here at the AGAME Super Shootout. Ladies and gentlemen, it gets no better than what's going on right now. I got a special guest in the building. And I say in the building because he's in the building. Mr. NBA, Mr. Villanova, Mr. Number One pick. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary 2T, Tim Tavers. What's up, my guy? You feel it?
What's going on, family?
Man, how you been? Let's start there, bro. How you feeling? How's your health? How's your life? How's everything going with you, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm blessed, man. I walked away from it healthy, so I'm good, man. I can't complain now one bit.
Listen, man, people don't know you walk away from something healthy. Everybody don't do that, bro. Everybody don't do that.
Yeah, long 13 years, man, of it, so I'm
Yeah.
blessed in that aspect, definitely.
Yes, sir. For the young boys that don't know who you are, bro, let's start with who you are, time in the league, teams you played for, so they know who you are, my bro.
Tim Thomas, straight out of Patterson, New Jersey.
Yes.
I was the top player in the class of 96 with my brother Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
Jermaine O'Neal, just to name a few. Mike Bibby, just to name a few. I played 13 years in the NBA. First one and done out of Villanova.
Oh.
Could have came straight out of high school in 96. Decided to go to Nova.
Yes.
Been retired now 14 years. I started this baby right here, players basketball in 97. This is our 27th summer. 28 pros, 20 McDonald's All-Americans.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Don't say that too fast. I think they need to know that you said 20.
28 pros, NBA guys.
Ugh.
Not including the overseas guys.
Ugh.
28 NBA guys, 20 McDonald's All-Americans, 15K I sent off to college.
Oh, my goodness, bro. So, Tim, I want to start from the beginning, bro, because a lot of the young boys that's going to watch this, young girls that's going to watch this, they're going to think how you got there was easy. They're going to think you just got there just because you was tall, just because you know what I'm saying? I want to start from the beginning about your upbringing in Patterson. How was that for you, bro? And how did basketball kind of change your perspective on life?
Well, I was a young kid like any kid in the inner city, running to the parks, playing in the backyard, just trying to get a feel for the game. I went to this camp called 5-Star Basketball Camp.
Okay.
I was in the 5th grade. I was a rising 6th grader. So when I went to this camp, you had a bunch of like top guys that was supposed.
Was it AAU heavy then, or you?
No. This is way back. So it wasn't like it is now.
Okay.
So you had a lot of camps. You had like 5-Star.
Yeah.
You had like individual guys that was in the league that time. They would have their own personal camps. So it was more of that. It wasn't this type of magnitude with 600 teams, 800 teams in one building.
Right, it's
like
just the
that at all.
guys, the real guys in one building.
Right.
Okay.
So when I went to that camp, 5-Star Basketball Camp, I was in the 5th grade. I was a rising 6th grader, and I went in and I had a great camp.
Ooh.
And I came out of that camp as the best 6th grader, best rising 6th grader in the country. So from that point, I just took it and just kept going, working on my game, trying to find the older guys in my neighborhood that was playing, that was in college or in high school at that time.
So were you playing up the whole time? You couldn't play your age group. You wanted to play up the whole time?
No, well, in the neighborhood, you play up, right?
Got you.
So you go to the parks, you're playing against older guys in the parks.
Yes, sir.
You go to the Y, you're playing against older guys like that.
Got you.
So in my neighborhood, my OG over there, James Hargrove, he went to Duquesne University. I had a guy by the name of James Scott, Rory Sparrow, Dwight Wilbur, Villanova guys.
Yeah.
All of those guys are from my neighborhood. So
wait a minute. All y'all was right there together.
Yeah. A guy by the name of Kawan Johnson, Jimmy Smith, they went to New Orleans. So I had guys that was older than me.
That was
nice.
Yes, like real guys.
So as a youngster, all I had to do was just go chase them. They was in high school and college and, things of that nature. So that was my upbringing, obviously playing in the park and playing in New York and stuff like that. So that was really my upbringing in the inner city, was chasing the older guys, playing against the older guys. And, it wasn't like how it is now where you could play down or play up or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, you had to go handle yours in that park or in that Y.
So was
or
it a
whatever.
lot of like training for you, or you was going to the park?
It was the park.
It was the park.
The only training that we basically had was when we actually went to like camps, like 5-star. 5-star was a camp where you did drills in the morning, you'll play an afternoon game, you'll have lunch, you'll come back, do some more drills, then you'll play evening games.
Gotcha.
So that was the only training that we actually had. Other than
Yeah.
that, it was get out on the court and figure it out.
And that was your training in the park. So let's go to high school, Tim. You go to high school. You're a freshman already. They already know you. Talk about that journey in high school. So you were already the best player at the high school, or were you already, or were there dogs already and you had to come in and prove yourself?
Nah, so I was going into high school as the best 8th grader in the country. Because remember, when I went to 5-star, I went as a rising sixth grader.
Yes.
So I just kept that for 2 more years.
Okay.
And then I was going into high school as the best 8th grader in the country in
Yo.
my class of 96. So with that being said,
Was Kobe heard of then or no?
Yeah, I mean, Cole, obviously, Cole was living, God rest his soul, Cole was living overseas. He was with his dad. His dad was, playing over in Italy and stuff like that. So me and Cole didn't link up until after my freshman year.
Yo.
So I went into high school the best freshman in the country. And my high school that I went to, it was a Catholic school.
What school was this?
Patterson Catholic.
Yes.
Right? They're actually closed now. They used to call us Punk City.
Shout out Patterson. Yo, wait a minute. You said they called them.
Yeah, they used to. So we had 2 schools in our town. Eastside High School, the infamous Lean On Me, Joe
Oh,
Clark.
okay, yeah.
So that high school's in my town. And then my OG went to Kennedy High School, John F. Kennedy High School.
Listen.
So
JFK, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my dog is in the building.
So those was the 2 dominant high schools in my town. So me going to a Catholic school, I was changing the narrative. And that school wasn't known for anything.
Did you get backlash because you?
I mean,
they knew that was best for you.
Well, the guy that actually took the job was the one that was taking me to the camps and stuff like that. So it was pretty much like follow suit.
Following where you were supposed to be going.
Yeah.
Wow. So now we get to your senior year, and before you and Kobe, who was? That was kind of like the one and done situation. I know you had the opportunity. What went into that decision to stay and go to Villanova?
Well, let me
knowing that you can go get some money.
Yeah, well, I had the money on the table my senior year,
Ooh.
so I could have went. But
okay.
The thing about it was I always wanted to be a top 10 draft pick, and then that '96 class, Charlotte had the 13th pick.
Okay.
So if I would have came out, I would have been that first pick in that draft because I was already NBA ready, body,
everything.
Yeah. So I always tell people if I would have went, history could have been changed because we all know what happened. Kobe got picked by Charlotte and then he got traded, right?
Oh, Charlotte took Kobe at the 13th?
Right, and then they traded him to the Lakers.
Yes.
So if any other team would have took Kobe, who knows? They probably wouldn't have made the trade. So history could have been changed.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean? So I always tell people that, but the decision was easy, man. Again, I just wanted to be top 10. And I was all of the high school guys, myself, Kobe, Jermaine O'Neal that year.
Oh, O'Neal was that with
Yes,
I forgot O'Neal was with you.
Yep. So we all was definitely not top 10. The guy that did it before us was KG, Kevin Garnett.
That's what I was
the year before.
He was the year before y'all.
Right. And then he had the success. And then Cole and Jermaine went. And then the year after that, it was T-Mac.
So now you go into Villanova. You see Cole and them go into the league. You see Garnett going into the league. But you're at Villanova having success. Now your real journey starts. Talk about Villanova and how that process was for you over there.
Well, one of the things that drew me to Villanova was the fact that Coach Lapis was going to let me come in and play the 3.
Because was Villanova at that time? Like,
I made it cool.
I was just about to say, Tim, you being humble.
Well,
you're being humble right now.
I mean, to a certain extent, but I made it cool to go to Nova.
That's what I was trying to allude to.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Was Villanova?
They had they had Jason Lawson, who was a pro.
Yes.
Alvin Williams, who was a pro, right?
Okay, yeah.
In my class, John Celestin came in with me, who was a pro.
Yeah.
Malik Allen, he came in
Alan
with
was
me.
over there too.
Yeah, he was a pro. So we had some guys that was, capable of getting it done. But no, I mean, those guys, they, Kerry Kittles was before me. He had a great career, and then I was right after Kerry. And then after I kicked in the door with being the number one guy, then it was like, oh, this is the cool thing to do.
This is like a cool thing to do. That started a trend of Villanova, like getting some guys. Shout out Tip Ty for getting the guys to really make Villanova swag. You know what I'm saying? Cool over there in Villanova. So we at Nova. Now what pick did you go in the NBA?
I was the 7th pick in the 97th draft.
The 7th.
7th pick, yep. I got drafted by the home team, New Jersey Nets.
Yes.
Then I got traded on draft day.
Immediately.
Yeah, about 10 minutes after to Philly. Which was a good move because, I got a chance to play with my brother AI.
You was playing with AI that year.
Yeah, Jerry Stackhouse, Derek Coleman.
Oh, man.
Just to name a few.
Yes. So we got the lefty Derek Coleman. I'm pretty sure was a big bro to you when you came into the league. You know what I'm saying? Those guys have always been just solid guys in the league. Great. It was
Definitely.
a good position for you to go into a situation where you had OGs in front of you that can kind of, mature you into the league.
Yeah, definitely. So, again, to go back to Villanova, right, me going there, Coach Lappers allowed me to play the 3. So being 6'10", 6'11",
That
back
doesn't
then,
happen.
yeah, you was either 4 or 5. So with the skill set that I had, he allowed me to come in and play the 3, and then that translated over to the NBA, starting my career off at the 3. Obviously, when you get older, you can play at 4 and 5. But, I had the skill set to play, 1 through 5 in the league, and George Karl allowed me to do that in Milwaukee.
And I was talking to Horace, man. He was just talking about how the league was. Like, every day you had to prove yourself. It was no, I got this name, and this name carries my weight throughout the whole league, every game. It does not. Talk about the process of having to prove yourself night in and night out in a league where everybody's skilled and everybody's good.
Yeah, I tell guys, to this day.
Because the kids don't understand it.
No, they don't get it, right? And it's like,
bro.
You'll ask a kid about somebody that's on a roster that might be the last guy on the bench, and they'll say, oh, that guy's a bum, right? And then I'll tell them, like, all right, go to 24-hour fitness or go to an open run with that same individual, he'll murder you. Because he has all the capabilities of being a pro. If not, he wouldn't be the last guy or the 10th guy or whatever on the bench, So, yeah, I mean, back then, man, every day was challenging because, you had to prove yourself against the vets.
Yes.
You had to show the coaches that you was ready and capable of, earning those minutes and delivering. So, yeah, I mean, it was a lot of times, and I'm sure, I'm not the only one, but a lot of times with your teammates, you're bumping heads, almost coming to blows because you're fighting and competing for time. Some of these kids, now
don't understand that. It's buddy a lot.
Yeah.
And they don't process the I think right now, Tim, and you can tell me, what I'm saying, with your program, the competition level part of the game is not all the way there with the young boys as it was like when you was coming up. You guys was trying to kill Kobe just like he was trying to kill you, whether you knew him or not.
Yeah, I mean, that was just it. It was, that was the nature of the beast, right? You wanted to show, no matter who's in the gym, whether they ranked higher than you or under you, that, this is why you're in this position, and I think now with AAU and even high school ball, a lot of the parents are paying for situations so their kids feel entitled.
Hold up. You got to say that again because I think that's a nugget we need to have, Coach. I ain't going to lie to you.
Yeah.
You said parents are doing what?
They're paying for the situations. So within the situations, they feel entitled. So therefore, they're not competing, and it's just a trickle-down effect on how, they might come out as a player or individual in life, and life is about competing.
Life is about competing. Listen, parents, let me tell you, you heard this from an NBA legend. Stop paying. Stop paying to be where you're trying to be. Let the work speak for itself. So, Tim, you do this time in the league, and now you're transitioning to another phase of your life out of the league now. Let's go. What are you doing right now? You got this program. Let's talk about your program now and why. Because you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to at all. Why are you doing what you're doing now for the kids?
I just feel as though it's important for anybody that played at a high level. I'm not talking just NBA.
Okay.
If you play any level college basketball, you have experience, right? Myself, there go my guy Horace right there. He was an assassin.
So he was real humble up here at first.
Yeah. That's him though. That's
okay.
him. But
he was trying not to tell me he was giving people 40.
Yeah. He was an assassin.
Okay.
He was a real one.
Okay.
But
yeah. In the back, y'all don't know that's Horace. You'll see his interview later as well. But yeah, he was just bigging him up. That's New York love. Let's go.
But no, I mean, it's just, you have to go through the process of making the kids and the parents understand where they're at in this game, because the game now is global.
It's global.
When I was coming up, you didn't have to worry about, as many international kids or the brothers from the motherland coming over playing this game. Back then, it was more soccer-oriented. Now, the game of basketball is global.
They're hooping over there.
Right. So when you look at the draft, the last probably 6 years in the NBA draft, there's guys that's been having great success in high school,
yes.
AAU, and even in college, and they're dropping because that skill set level is just not all the way complete.
What is the difference from their game to our game, Tim, in your eyes?
The major difference is this. It's about 600, 800 teams in here.
Roughly, yes.
Everyone is just playing. I don't know everyone's practice schedule, right, or their training regimen.
Okay.
Overseas, they practice all week and play one game.
Ooh.
So it's a difference. So your skill set is out of this world. So you look at, a guy like Luka. Right? It's
he's a pro early.
He's a pro early. Tony Parker was a pro early. The skill set aspect of it. So it's like when you have that skill, you can play anywhere because your confidence and your IQ and all of those things are intact. Our kids, they play so much, they just stick to their strengths. And if they do get with a trainer, it's hard to break those habits. So then it's like it's a dogfight,
To break the bad habits that you have.
Exactly. To make you a better player, and they don't understand that aspect of it for the next level, at any level.
Because you get away with it, you're going to get away with it here, so it's hard to break that skill level when you see real guys.
Exactly, because some of these kids are playing on 2 teams, 3 teams in the summer. Some of these kids got, they're training with a trainer before they go play. So it's like, how do you understand your game? Do you even know your strengths? Do you even know your weaknesses? Or are you just playing? And then the other aspect of it is a lot of these kids like to play. They don't love to play.
Ooh.
And that's the difference.
That's the difference.
Because if you love it, you're going to dive in. You're going to watch the games. You're going to study your favorite
Tim,
players.
a lot of kids don't even watch college basketball.
This is what I'm saying. I have those kids.
They're on your team.
They just left me, and I told them, go eat and watch college basketball.
They don't watch it at all.
They don't have a full understanding of it. And when you watch the game, it helps you with your IQ, right? It's a timeout. A coach draw up a play. Oh, let's see what he's going to do here. Team's down 2, team's down 1, or whatever it may be. Now you get a chance to kind of, brainstorm, and that's your IQ.
That's your IQ.
Game.
Yes. Bro, that's good, man. So I'm definitely glad that you're giving back to the community. Where do you see the state of the game right now, Tim? You've seen the landscape of it when you were coming up. You've watched the landscape of it as a pro. And from a retired spot now that you're hands-on with them, what do you see the landscape of youth basketball right now?
I think we got to get better overall with just allowing guys that actually, like I said earlier, played at any level, be able to go in and help some of these programs or some of the kids in their neighborhoods. I think a lot of times you have AAU directors or coaches or whatever trying to, not have those kids involved because they feel like they're going to lose a kid.
Right.
But if you have a kid that's in your neighborhood or your community that's talented, you want to kind of push him to be better, you know?
Where the guys are.
Right. So I think, the game is and I hate to say this, is that a low point?
No, hold up.
Is that a low point?
Oh, that's what I wanted to know, Tim. You say it's at a low point?
It is.
Is it oversaturated? Be honest with me.
It is, because there's so many teams, right? So it's like if you got a son and your son try out for a team and he doesn't make a team, right?
Right.
The next week you're starting a whole program.
Correct.
So, okay, now where does the rest of the kids fall in line? Are they able to compete with the better team in your neighborhood? So now it's like you're almost kind of in the way with the program that's down the street. And it's just a continuation from state to state to state. You know?
And everybody's fighting for kids.
And everybody's fighting for kids. Everybody's fighting for a shoe deal. Everybody's, claiming to be the best, this, that, whatever.
And the development is going down.
And it's going down. And then on the flip side, the international guys are training, they're preparing, they're working out, they're weight training, they're doing all these different things. And, we're forming super teams here in college.
Yes, we are.
No one wants to compete against each other. You have the guys that are elite, 4-star, 5-star, type players, and they'll go 3 to 1 college or 2 over here, and they don't know what it is to really compete against each other.
Listen, man, these are very good nuggets, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to get this. You're not going to be able to sit down with Tim. He's giving you these nuggets right now. Tim, if there's a young man out there that's kind of on the fence of, what he wants to do for his basketball, the level of work he has to put in to be a pro or even a collegiate player, what are you saying to that young man of what he has to do as far as commitment is concerned to the love of the game? Because like you said earlier, a lot of our kids like the game. How do we get these kids to love the game?
Well, again, that's basically on them, right?
That's within.
You have to figure out if you really want this to be part of your journey, part of your life. You want to make a career out of this thing, because, again, it's like we have kids that like the game. They
Yes.
don't love it. So if you love it, you're going to find, yourself trying to find every aspect of it, or every angle to kind of figure out how to get better. I would just tell kids, listen, continue to work. It's a process. It's a roller coaster. You're going to have your ups. You're going to have your downs. But you always got to put in the work. And if you put in the work, it's going to show at some point. And that's what it comes down to, putting in the work.
Got to put in the work. And, Tim, last thing before we get out of here, I just want to know, and for you, it's different. Everybody doesn't transition well after the basketball stops bouncing, bro. And you've done an immaculate job, especially with the U. Talk about what kids needs to know. When that ball stops bouncing, you still have to have other things that you have skill sets in other than basketball.
Yeah, it's called life.
It's called life.
It's called life, right? It's a process. Obviously, you got to get your education intact. With education, it opens up other doors. If you're fortunate enough to play the game of basketball, go on to college, make some money afterwards, invest wisely, try to take care of your family as much as you can. But it's called life, man. You have to have a few hobbies in between. So once you're done, you can kind of know exactly what you want to do, after the game of basketball.
Man, I appreciate it. You already know who it is, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Mr. Crown #1. Ladies and gentlemen, it gets no better. My dog, Tim, I appreciate you, my boy. Yes, sir. We already know who it is. It's your man, AJ, the host. Yeah, we that.